Hey everybody, and welcome to the Daily Scopes for the 16th of February. So today the Sun makes a quintal to Jupiter, the Moon enters Taurus. If you want to know more about that, check out the playlist. The Moon's North Node also goes retrograde. If you want to know more about that in depth, check out the playlist. And also the Moon enters its first quarter moon phase, and Mercury makes a contra parallel to Uranus. So as I said, the Moon in Taurus brings that stability. The first quarter moon supports us in taking decisive steps towards achieving our goals, but we can find it hard to get out of our comfort zone with the first quarter moon and moon in Taurus energy. But positively, these energies are good for financial planning, focusing on practical matters and nurturing our relationships, and just enjoying sensory experiences and manifesting our desires. And it's important to remember to stay flexible and patient right now, especially when challenges come up as well, because if we push ourselves too hard, we can become frustrated and take months off achieving our goals and procrastinate as it goes. And we're still in the beginnings of the new year, so we want to build up that momentum or keep that momentum up as we work towards making the changes we want to make in our life and working towards our goals as well. The Sun's quintal to Jupiter is a solar energy but supports us becoming more successful, optimistic, taking calculated risks and exploring new experiences and new ways of communicating with yourself and others. It wants us to put ourselves out there. It's a solar energy, so a lot of this may just happen within you. A call for you to step outside of your comfort zone, explore new ways of being. Also another reminder of not taking on too much things all at once, so that's doubly important today, because this energy can just push us into just thinking that we just need to do too much. Mercury's contra-parallel to Uranus can bring trouble between our communication style and us wanting to try new things, and the Moon's in Taurus as well, which wants us to be more stable. But ultimately the best use of Mercury's contra-parallel to Uranus is to seek to do new things, but just watch out for overstepping people's boundaries, especially in the realms of communications and life in general, especially in the career, in our relationships. Just make sure you try and be realistic about your plans right now. Mercury's contra-parallel to Uranus is good for mental stimulation, supports us being open-minded, so we'll be more willing to embrace new perspectives and concepts and think outside the box. We can, have an increase in communication of all forms and be able to express our ideas with more clarity and conviction. So good for sales and marketing work. Also, it can make us more quick-witted in our responses, so this is good for humour and socialising, and also just thinking on your feet and maybe impressing someone in a balanced way. Negative, it can make us restless as to the impulsiveness of the day. We may want to just basically have it all, and we can become overstimulated right now, so we need to try and find a way to calm our mind and avoid burnout, because it can be sort of like sensory overload right now. So the best use of this energy of Mercury's contra-parallel to Uranus is use it to network, to learn new things, to embrace change, to brainstorm, and just to express yourself in a more authentic way. So content creators can talk about how we can be more innovative in our ideas, how we can think outside the box, talking about technology, how we can learn from thinking, taking into consideration alternative viewpoints. Often we become stuck in our own belief systems, and this can cause problems in our relationships and just life in general. All the problems in the world comes down to the fact we're all divided and trying to implement each other's wills and each other's. So talking about how we can know ourselves, how we can respect our own beliefs and respect others, and how we can try and find common ground, even if we do have differences in opinions and lifestyles with other people, so we can enrich our communities, our workplace and our global communities. And just, talking about how we can implement technology in a healthy way to help it solve our problems. I mean, we say it's a bad thing, and in some ways it's the way that we use technology, but we haven't learned to use it properly because we haven't learned to master basic skills of trying to let other people have their views. We're all trying to tell each other what to do. So just talking about how we can respect other people's boundaries, how we can, build a more inclusive society that respects other people's beliefs, how we can accept the contradictions within our own personality, because the reason why we can't accept contradictions in others 9 times out of 10 is because we refuse to accept them within ourselves. So yeah, that's the daily scope for the 16th of February.